So next on my agenda is actually populate the rest of this pop-up. Well, I don't know why I can't click on this. That's a little concerning. Anyways, the plan is to show a list like so. The dot would represent the victories, right? You have your warrior. You have won 1 out of 12 games, as it's stated here, for one time. And I want to show, well, what are, if this is, well, one is probably not interesting enough, but I would like to show the detail of that one time you won or the end time you win. And this is a table view to do that, to do exactly that. And we can start working on the view model, because, well, the view model will supply that data, right? So you can see, I don't know, fetch. We need to supply a player class and stat. I need to decide whether this should be synchronous or asynchronous. Hmm, asynchronous? Asynchronous is better. The result would be an array of arena runs. One thing I love about Swift is that the block syntax just makes a whole lot more sense, to my mind at least. So to actually fetch it from core data, we have our conditions, these two numerical conditions that locates the location, that locates the cell for us, and we have our record. So I'm gonna have to need some predicates, right? And it's gonna be, yes, predicates. So we need a format, and probably it's as simple as player class equals, I don't even know, command D, well, percent %D, and what? And what? So depends on the view. I need to filter by win or lose. Okay. So this is one of them. And then depend. That's why I wanted an array of predicates as opposed to just one single one, because there's gonna be branching conditions. If, well, I guess I'll simply have another one here. See, this is here is another example of Swift 1.2 being really good. If I'm in Swift 1.2, I can do this. Like I can do p equal, or I can declare p as a ns predicate, and then actually uh, initialize it according to some condition. Like that is really sweet. Um, Unfortunately, this is not the case, so I have to make this a variable, and I want to give it a proper name, maybe like and then I can say if it's for victory, then this win loss thing would be as predicate. Well, what am I doing here? Predicates with format, and then so I can see, say, win count equals. So I actually forgot to pass in the actual player class. And then for now, I can simply, so this will give us all of the win, or everything that would be in that grid if we don't have separate reports, but that's not the case. So what I need to do is actually filter things out by report. Hmm. Finally, I'll have to have a compound, something like compound, compound predicate. I think it's like and predicate with sub predicates, and then I actually supply all the things we defined above, that is grid wise. We want to locate the location on grid. Well, actually grid wise is not accurate, is it? uh, Maybe I'll just say player class here. We've got player class, we've got win loss, and finally report. So now we've got our grand predicate, this guy. Okay, now I probably need a NS fetch request, right? Let request. Look at that, the source kit crashed just all by itself. I didn't even use it. Isn't that interesting? Well, it's something like this, except this time I actually want arena run predicate single. Okay, we've got our request. I think the rest is just a matter of execute it. But before that, I want to add a sorting as well. Sort descriptors. It's gonna be an array. And inside, we want to rank the data by date. So I think I just need to supply a key. Yep. Sort descriptor with key. I believe in Swift it's gonna be an initializer. Sweetness key. Why did I close the other one? The key will be the time. And it's gonna be descending. So ascending force. And then we need to execute this. Execute fetch request. Oh, I got a whole bunch of extra stuff. I just need this line. So if we've got some result, we call our complete handler. Otherwise, we call it anyways with empty result for now. And now we need to figure out what we did wrong there. And arena rounds. Huh. Okay. Predicate with format. So this is wrong because I don't get it. Oh, because it's Swift. I bet. That's it. How about this? Do you like this? Yes, it liked it. Oh, that no, I didn't record that correct. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to use a macro here. So funny. So that one worked. This. Alright, what do we have next? So these actually returns an optional. Hmm. Oh, I don't like this at all. Hmm. I'm fairly confident about these, so this will have to do. What about this one? Report. Oh, Oh, that's a mess. So, okay. Of course. All right. Build, succeed. Um, okay, that's some code right here. So here we have this view model that we were just working in, and I think yeah, I think we can work with our table view here. So in view did load, that's a long line. Okay. Mm, So let's set up the table view stuff. Specifically the table view data source part. Number of table view, number of rows, right? Table view, number of rows. Yeah, that's it. something like this. Well, that is not a real word. So we return the number of arenas here, and then of course we'll have table view. Let's mark it. Table view, cell for row and index path, something like that. Just want to make sure I got the syntax right, because now that I'm working in Vim, it's and that's the purpose, by the way, of working in Vim, is that I rely on auto completion so much so that I find myself not being able to fully type it without it. Just rely on it too much, basically. Not good. Also, the state of Xcode is not ideal. It's not perfect right now. So I think now is a good time to get rid of that warning we have here. It's complaining that we're missing an identifier for a row, and I believe I know which prototype row that is. It's precisely this one, the one that we were working on. And I don't know what to do with it. I think I'll have to give it a custom class anyways. Let's do that. Cocoa Touch class. Mm. Hmm. Arena stat detail. Arena stat detail. Item cell. I don't know. These names are getting out of control. Okay. Arena stat detail item cell. So here we can dequeue our cell as such. DQ reusable cell with identifier. Arena stat detail item cell. Great. And I'm just gonna put something to indicate that the cell is there for now. And Wait, did I actually give it identifier? I don't think I did. Here we go. And moment of truth, we have to actually fetch ourselves and reload the table. Fetch the data and reload the table. So that would be something like fetch record for current report. Let's look at it while we write this. Player class. I think I don't need this. Player class. Then stat. And then this next bit is tricky. This is the stat detail controller. I think one piece of information that's missing for this entire stack of view is that they don't know about whether they're in a win or loss view. So that's not good. I'm gonna say true for now. For victory, it's true. And then what? And then we're done. We can get our completion handler with our records. Here we can simply say arena records equals records and reload table view. Wait, what am I doing? Table view, reload data. Fillers expected. Oh, so explicit self that I can bear with. And then so I need to override here, I need to cast a cell here. Override declaration, okay. Your table view and int. That's not it? Section table view section int. Oh, returns int, of course. So we've got a exception from core data that claims that something does not exist. ID equals 2. So arena. Oh, what? Report. Where did I. In what universe did I do this? Player class, layer class. Ah, what? Okay, let's try that again. Hmm. 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 Okay.